Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Google Hangout. I don't know if anybody's watching. It's hard to say, but maybe you are. My name is Mac. This is Kira and Andy.
Hi.
And today we're at the Google headquarters, Manhattan, New York. I guess we're going to be taking some questions from y'all and just relaxing and
Hanging out.
hanging out, essentially. So why don't we hit it with a couple questions here? Let's see what we got. Let's start with this one in the bottom here. What do you smell like? From is that from Rebecca Rennick? That's the user. Okay, so Andy.
Wow. Nothing.
Sick.
Nothing at all.
And yeah, maybe a little smoky, but that's about it.
Took a shower this morning. This is a never before worn shirt, so it's yeah, pretty clean smell, I guess. Not bad. Maybe a little bit different than the regular, but there you go. Next question. Let's take one from Underground Sofa. Oh, bit of gas. What are you and Tyler, the creator, working on? Me and Tyler have a double LP coming out on July 16th called White Chocolate, and it's my first endeavor producing rap music. It was an interesting experience, and you know, I'm excited for it to come out. And we also did that little thing for his TV show, but you know, it's should be interesting to see how it all pans out. Anyway, speaking of albums, I've got a new one coming out. What's the date today?
March 26th.
26. 4 day. Wait, how many days in March?
5 more days.
5 more days, and my new album, Salad Days, comes out. Just to let you know. So let's hit up the next question from Simon Ogilvy. Ogilvy. Yeah, what's up? What does this say? When and how did you learn to play guitar? You use a lot of cool chords in your songs, often with the jazz vibe, or some kind of diminished chord. I can never figure them out. What drew you to this type of sound? I liked a lot of bossa nova music when I was growing up. Like Joao Gilberto, guys like that, and they use weird chords, so I think I just started doing that. I used to play a lot in open tuning as well, like a Keith Richards tuning. So if you don't really know what you're doing, you got to make the chords up yourself, and then everybody thinks you're a jazz guy all of a sudden. All right, next question.
Can I read it?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so this is from Michael Hemson, and he says that, hey, Mac Daddy, kill, fuck, marry. Frank Zappa, Tom Waits, and Captain Beefheart.
Oh, this is a cool question.
I just realized that was a question. I've been reading it. I thought he was just saying, like, hey, fuck Mary.
I think I would, shit, I don't know. I don't want to kill any of them. I would probably marry Zappa. I don't know why. And then fuck. Maybe I would fuck Tom Waits. I don't want to kill Captain Beefheart, but maybe I would have a threesome with Tom Waits and Captain Beefheart. That's good. Okay, Andy, you get the B. Nixon.
This question's from B. Nixon. Chamber of Reflection is by far one of my favorite tracks off the new album. What were the influences towards making that track? Also, what was the recording process like? The synths used are delicious.
There's a very, very specific, almost a very bitten influence for that track. I'm not going to let you know exactly what it is or else I'll get sued. But but I decided to use the keyboard a little bit, and recording process is like any of the other songs, except I was writing it on a keyboard this time. So, I mean, I guess it's a little bit different because I don't really know what I'm doing. But on that keyboard, that song, what keyboards did I use? I think it was all a JX3P by Roland. Tasty synth. All right, Kara, next question.
Okay, this is from Luca Sosa.
I've been meaning to ask you this too.
Okay.
So, what did you think of Yeezus, Kanye's latest album?
I think I only heard it that one time at Coley's house, the full way through. And it was very strange. But maybe in a good way, I don't know. Yeah, it's cool. I guess that video is very strange of the motorbike thing. I don't know, I don't really pay too much attention to that stuff.
To popular culture.
Yeah, I guess, I don't know. God bless you, Kanye. Here we go. Home hitting question, Andy. Some Sarah Garcia.
Sarah Garcia asks, what was your home life like as a kid growing up? And what do you think of your sudden fame and all your crazy fans? Is there any particular moment with the fan that sticks out?
Okay, let's see. Home life. We were like pretty normal middle class family. Had a little brother and a mother in Edmonton, Alberta. And yeah, I don't know. I like played soccer. Not pretty normal shit, I guess. And then I became like a little music scene weirdo by the time I was 15 or so. And I guess moving on. Um, yeah, I guess all of a sudden it's pretty weird. My life is very weird all of a sudden. But you can't complain. It's great. And the fans are very crazy, but you gotta love them because they pay my rent, and I love it. I don't have to work at a grocery store anymore. And particular moment with the fans, this kid actually Burger Ramble the other day. His name was Brian. He came up and he was weeping, and he said, "What would you tell a kid that didn't really know what to do with his life?" Or something along those lines. And it was pretty sad. So I walked him to his car, and that was it. But I mean, I don't know. So if you're watching, Brian, hope you're feeling better, buddy. Cool.
Okay. Next question.
Sure.
So speaking of fans, I think this one is mine and your Facebook friend. Comes up on my feed from Helder Lemos. He says, "Mac, where are you? Are you okay? Are you alive?"
Yes, Helder. I'm alive and I'm okay and I'm in New York.
Cool.
This next question comes from Fritzy Valeria, who asks, "What bands are you listening to at the moment?"
Right now I'm listening to let's plug it. Let's just plug it. Ton Starts Bandit, Andy's sweet ass band. Jerry Paper, Conan Moccasin. Let's go with Sean Nicholas Savage, Each Other from Montreal, Home Shake, Walter TV. Who else can we drop in there? Juan Waters, Almond Dunes, and let's nail it with what's another good one?
Name a black artist.
Shit.
Naomi Punk.
Naomi Punk, blackest artist.
A lot of black and female artists in there.
I'm listening to a lot of young white males right now. Yeah. Okay, I'll read a question.
Okay.
Maggie Cannon says, "Your albums have a very mellow, beautiful, stoner, slow dance. Your live shows are unpredictable, rowdy, beer-soaked, and songs have a totally different energy. Was there a conscious decision made to separate the live versus recording experience for fans?" I don't think it was conscious. I think I play all the stuff on the album, and then I have a band that I do the stuff with live. And we never really practiced the album before we played it live, so I think we kind of learned it on stage. And I think it just kind of turned out that way. And it's more fun to play a rockin' show instead of like a slow show, I guess. So I don't know. Just kind of turned out that way. Bless.
I got this one. This next one comes from Brian Robles. Brian says, "Top 3 bands?"
Let's each choose one. You start, Kira.
No, you start.
You start, Andy.
Choose one?
Yeah.
Of all time.
Of all time. I really like my favorite band of all time. It's probably like the Beatles or something.
Sick. I'll go with Yellow Magic Orchestra.
And I'll finish top 3 band with The Band.
Whoa. Sick. Next question. Oh, this is a question about Kira. Okay, here we go, Kira.
Can I read it?
I'll read it to you and let's see if you can answer it.
Okay.
What is the secret to your relationship with Kiki? And a comment, if you two broke up, would you make the best breakup album in history?
No, that wasn't a question. It was a statement. So if you did, you would.
Oh, I
Thank
see.
you, Joe.
I see, yeah. Joe Durantini. What's the secret, Kira?
Tender loving care. I don't know. I think it's just
It's so beautiful.
friendship comes first. Yeah.
Yeah?
I don't know. And you just like have to sleep in a really small room on a really small bed together, and then you kind of just learn to get along. And yeah, the next comment's just a statement. But I think you would just kind of ignore it and wouldn't ever reference me ever again.
Maybe I could write an album as good as, what is that, Maroon 5? Isn't their hit album a breakup album? Songs about Jane. Songs
Oh,
about
yeah.
Kiki.
That'd be a nice way to go. Maybe it should happen.
I don't think so.
Can I read the next question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, this is also kind of a relationship question, but it's also musical. From Shannon Sloan. What is the secret to making good jizz jazz? Jizz jazz.
Well, Shannon, I don't know what the secret is. I don't even really know what jizz jazz means.
Jordan Matheson asks you, where do you buy your socks?
These ones I got at CVS in Echo Park, LA. They're Hanes. Next question.
Oh, it's from Reed Parker. It says, what do you think of your cohorts in the Canadian indie scene, such as Viet Cong, Each Other, and Homeshake? Lots of exciting music coming out of there lately. Hey? Eh?
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 Oh, they're great. I haven't seen Viet Cong yet, but I know the guys. I've known them for a long time. And I like their recordings. Each Other, my home dogs. Gotta love them. And Homeshake is like my blood brother, old Peter. So, yeah, it's great. It's great. A lot of cool bands floating around Canada right now. Someone's phone's going off. But yeah, bless them all. I think it's good. And now that we have the opportunity, the internet should just go ahead and love it up, drink it back, check it out. Especially, I think Peter's got a brand new disc right now, Homeshake. So, and it's great. So, peep it.
There's a question I've been meaning to ask you myself, Matt. It comes from Andrew Alward. What is the secret to ultimate bass tone?
Fuck, shit, I don't know. I don't know. Well, I'll tell you the trick. Okay, here's what I did on 2 with the bass. Ran it through a Fender twin reverb, Silverface Fender twin reverb. So I ran it through a guitar amp. So it doesn't even sound like a bass.
How do you EQ that shit?
Dude, you gotta crank the bass and tweak the mid. And I guess that's about it. I don't
Would
know.
you mic the amp or would you go out?
I would mic the amp.
What
mic the
about a
amp.
room mic?
What about a room mic?
What about a room mic?
Actually, I did use a room mic on it, but I used it like a dynamic mic, so it was like real close, pick up all the tones. If that helps, I don't know.
Andrew?
I hope you were talking about the bass and not the fish, so because I don't know a thing about that.
Well,
so.
here's another
What
gear
is
question
fish?
from you, from Eric Shane.
Eric Shane.
He says, what do you record on at home? What type of hardware, software are you partial to, etc.?
I don't use hardware or software. Well, well, if you consider like old, I don't use the computer that much, but I mean, I guess I use like one of those little duet guys, but it's got this like, well, I guess it's all in Andy's room now, but Fostex A8 tape machine, 1/4-inch, 8 tracks. I had a shitty like 24-track mixer. I guess I did 2 on like a Fostex. I don't know what it is. That, couple microphones, couple guitar amps. It's all about the Oasis Microverb 4. If you want those sneaky guitar tones, that's how you get it. And yeah, I don't know. I just send a stereo track into the computer and don't really touch it at all until it goes to the mastering guy. So it's all out of the box for me.
Fascinating.
Whoa, this one's sweet. Oh, you got another one.
Can I answer the one? Not answer. The one that the mouse is hovering on right now?
Yeah.
It comes from Malik Fuchs. He asks, who writes the riffs? You or Sugar?
Sagler. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah,
Sugar.
It's me, Punk. Well, Peter writes, he does his own thing live. But on the album, it's all me. But, Sager.
I don't know which question to ask.
Pedro Muriel.
Can I ask the second one?
Yeah, okay. So I'll say, besides Viceroy, what is your favorite cigarette brand? This is from Pablo.
What about the one that we're on right now?
We'll get to that one after.
What if you find out Kiki is actually a man?
Thank
You
you,
hiding
Carlos
something from me?
Diaz.
Yeah, Carlos
know.
Diaz.
Do you need
Prove
proof?
it. Yeah, prove it to him.
No. This is the internet, not porno.
Oh!
Whoa.
I can guarantee you Kira's a woman. See, look. Luscious lips, a chin, a nose. What more do you need?
Also, the real question is, if Kiki was a man, would it matter?
Yeah.
Exactly. What
No,
are you
it wouldn't.
asking here?
Because it's left. That's what's important.
That's true.
So we have a question for you, Carlos.
What if we find out where you live, bro?
Yeah. Yeah, watch yourself. Anyway, what was it? Now we got, besides Viceroy, what is my favorite cigarette brand? Well, here's the dilemma that I faced. Actually, interesting story about it, because in the States they don't sell Viceroy. They used to a long time ago. They don't sell it here. So I smoked Marlboro Red, because I started smoking because I figured, it's like probably the harshest one you can buy everywhere. But then I went back to Canada, because I've been down here for a while, so I haven't really been smoking Viceroy anymore. I went back to Canada and started smoking Viceroy. I started spitting again, started hawking up this brown stuff, and I realized that those things are actually like probably way too sketchy. But I mean, I like them. But down here, Marlboro Red, no spit, no hawking, no sore throat. Amazing. Bliss. Okay, let's all answer this next one here from Alexi Alario. What dead person would you least want to be haunted by?
Oh, least. That's a lot easier.
I think that's
Least.
a lot harder.
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably like the Beatles.
What? No.
Least want to be haunted by. Shit, I don't know. Kevin Spacey once he's dead? No. Shit.
He just died this morning, dude.
Ooh. Bless.
Maybe. No, I can only think of people I would want to be haunted by,
Well, then
like
just
Michael
go for that.
Jackson.
Oh, that'd be nice.
That'd be cool if he's even dead.
That's the true question right
Some
there.
people say that Michael Jackson isn't actually dead.
If you look at that footage from his funeral, it's a very strange looking man with a very strange looking kit on. And as far as I'm concerned, that's Michael.
I don't think he's actually dead. Alan Rocca says, you say, Gigi Bongsu at the end of Goodbye Weekend, and as a big Mega videotape fan, that is a nice treat. What made you want to say that at the end of Goodbye Weekend?
I think I always, when I finish a vocal take, it's either like a big like fuck or like a oh shit or like oh, okay I got it or like something like that. But I usually edit it out. But the original Gigi Bongsu was on the song Gigi Bongsu off of what album is that off of? Eating Like a Kid.
Mm-hmm.
And it was my friend Scott that said it, and it means wisdom teeth in Vietnamese, but it's probably a very rough translation that makes absolutely no sense. But yeah, I don't know. I was just thinking of my friend Scott, and I guess it just slipped the lip.
Cool.
Mhm.
Emma Bussaman says, would you be willing to smoke a joint after a show one time?
This is another dilemma that I'm faced with on a daily basis of playing shows. Not much of a weed smoker, to tell you the truth. And sometimes when I tell kids that I won't smoke the weed with them, they become very disappointed. I'm sorry, but it just don't sit well with me. That's all I can say. Whoa, shit! Check this shit out.
Please.
Yeah, it's almost like he read what he's.
It's Helder
almost
again.
Like,
Helder, what's up, Held?
it's like he heard the answer and then he asked the question.
Is Michael Jackson alive? From Helder Lemos.
It's like Jeopardy. Correct.
Michael's alive. He bought some property in I think Middle Eastern country somewhere right before he passed, and he's chilling there under the radar, evaded all of his taxes, and kicking it.
Isabella Street says, if you could bring any 3 dead people back to life, who would they be?
Shit, I don't know.
Who in the world would want to be brought back from death?
It's true. I would never want to do that to someone.
Who do you want to hurt that badly? Bring them back into this.
Whoa, shit. Yeah, that's
Existence.
kind of like the last question about this too.
Sorry, your eternal DMT trip is over. Welcome back to being awake all the time.
Doesn't it suck?
Yeah. I would bring back Marilyn Monroe and take her on a date.
Hey.
Yeah, if Kira was. I don't know.
Hey, I want to go on that date too.
Oh.
The Marilyn Monroe for all three of us.
Then we could bring back Steve
Yeah.
McQueen. You could go on your own date. That'd be
We
right.
can.
There you go.
Pretty cool. Maybe John Lennon.
Okay, here we go with the next
Totally.
question. From Pierre Massique, we've got a question that says, "Hey Mac, are you thinking of collaborating with Alex Calder again?" That was the first question. And I'll say, always open, love the man. I saw him a couple weeks ago. Who knows? Maybe someday. We don't live in the same city anymore, so. But maybe, probably. I don't know. Number 2, what would you think of the idea of a Mac DeMarco and Vans collaboration? Not really interested in that. 3, how did you come up with the idea of making demos for 2? Well, the demos come before the actual recording comes, so it's just part of the process. But it is cool that they released it on like a tape or whatever, because you get to see the choppy, crappy versions of everything. There you go. Why don't you hit this next one up?
This is from Clark.
Clark Miller.
Clark Miller. He says, "What does Tyler the Creator feel like?"
He's like pretty muscular, like pretty sexy. Smells good.
Is he tall?
He's taller than I am, yeah. He's like got strong legs, like really sexy strong legs, and like really sexy
How did
pectoral
his
muscles,
deep
and like
resonating voice feel like?
it shakes you right down to the bone.
He has a really deep voice.
Yeah. He's a pretty sexy guy, I gotta say. I mean, come on. Anyway.
Do you think he would like me?
I think he'd like you, yeah.
Cool.
I barely even know the guy's the truth. You know, worked with him for like 6 months on that album. But okay, next question.
Someone named Kralez Dio says, "What do you have to say about Arctic monkeys?"
I'd say last time I checked, there weren't any monkeys living in the Arctic.
Snap.
Yeah, next question.
How did you and Tyler the Creator's friendship come about? Who contacted you? This comes from Underground Sofa once again.
Underground Sofa. I've got a friend named Chaz who lives in Toronto, and he knew Tyler. And I don't really know how it happened. I think he showed him maybe make a videotape or some of my albums. But Tyler pays attention to a lot of like new indie rock music, so like he likes King Cruel and he likes a bunch of bands. So I think he just kind of, if he likes something, then maybe he'll tweet about it. I don't really understand how tweeting works on Twitter or anything, so I don't know. Pleasure though. Pleasure to meet him.
Pedro Muriel asks, "Do you remember your interview with Sky Ferreira? Are you still friends with Zachary Cole Smith, and how was it interview other artists?"
I do remember the interview with Sky. That's the first question. Yeah, I'm friends with Cole. I don't see him too much because we're both touring all the time, but when I see him, I see him. And interviewing other artists is kind of weird. It was a lot of people are always saying like, "Oh man, you're so funny on Weird Vibes," but if you guys had seen the stuff that didn't make the cut, wouldn't think I was so funny anymore. Thank you, Pedro. Let's see. From Niem Les.
Oh, I like this question.
Were you a sad teen that listened to the Smiths? I was.
You were.
Yeah, I was like the only guy in high school that liked the Smiths, more like skinny jeans, and all the hockey guys were like, "What a loser." So, but yeah, I was. Yeah, there you go. Used to love it to pieces.
Cool.
There you go.
Would you ever let Kiki sing on one of your tracks? Says Joe.
Durantini.
This guy is all up in Kira's grill.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Why don't you give them your siren impression right now?
Joe, why don't
Not
you play
right
your
now.
phone
Kira?
No, I'm on the internet.
Kira. Come on, Kira, let's see.
I only do it
Kira does
there.
a great, it's like an operatic, like a
I'm sick,
mermaid
though.
on a rock singing that line. Try it, come
I'm
on.
sick though.
Try it.
What is gonna be so embarrassing?
Who gives a shit?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Hey.
No more questions.
That's lovely. Okay, let's see. Next question. From La Cassette. Are me and Kiki engaged? Nope. Next question. Do I skateboard? From Imran Wen Yusuf. Nope. Next question from Masiek Siarkowski. Hey Mac, what do you think about Weezer Post Pinkerton? I don't know. I never really listened to it that much. I didn't really. Well, I mean, I guess I heard that like Beverly. Well, when is Pinkerton in the?
It's his second album, dude.
Okay, so then people think I'm a fucking huge Weezer fan. I like Weezer, but I don't know fucking everything about Weezer. Well, okay, when did the Blue album come out? After or before? Before. Well, fuck. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, it's all
Hey,
right.
Andy, what do you think of Post Pinkerton?
I have a lot to say about this. I really liked the Green album when it came out.
I did too.
So then so that is your answer to that question.
Okay.
When is your girlfriend's album coming out? Asks Jan Murray.
Great question.
When's it coming out, Kara? I don't think she has an album coming out, but maybe we'll all be surprised.
There's no Al or Bum coming out.
What was it? Isabella SL asks, did you enjoy high school? And the answer is, yeah, it was okay. I don't know.
David Glass asks, David Glass, I guess you could say this is asking, are you or Steve Buscemi, who would be your fondest playwright?
What?
Who would be your favorite playwright if you were Steve Buscemi?
I don't know. Wow, Jesus. Shakespeare?
William Shakespeare, yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, definitely Shakespeare. He's
Shakespeare.
good.
Yeah, he's chill, I think. Yeah. If I was Steve.
This is from Rafferty McMahon. They ask, triple shot of Halen? Voon? Question mark?
What the fuck does Voon mean?
Uh,
Yes, triple shot of Phelan, as much as possible. Yeah, you're never gonna be satisfied with just one Van Halen song. Trust me. You're gonna need three. You know?
Voon.
Yeah, so there you go. Let's see. Alan Roca asks, any ideas that you are thinking about or already have in the works for the Wonderful World of Mac DeMarco Singles Club? Well, Alan, I think the idea of the club is kind of like we're going to use weird demo recordings or like live recordings and stuff. So I don't know if I have something weird that I pop up at home or like on the road, then I guess we'll pop it in, or we're going to try and record a bunch of shows on this next tour. So yeah, I guess hopefully we get some good ones, but maybe we won't. But hopefully we will. God bless.
Can I ask this next question?
Yeah.
Fine.
It's from Renault. They ask, do you play Call of...
Do you actually play Call of
Do you
Duty?
actually... or Call of Booty?
It says... I don't play Call of Duty. I don't know who gave you that impression. Next question.
Mac, I would like to answer this for you.
Okay.
Just because of the implications that it could
This
have.
next question. Should I
Yes.
read it for you? Okay. From Lucas Link. If I die before you, will you play at my funeral?
And what I was going to say is you should not say yes. Because that puts the burden on the person that maybe they should die before you.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up. So.
Sorry,
no.
dude.
Do people ever have bands play at their funeral?
Yeah, I did.
Really?
Sure.
What are you talking about?
Ed and I play at funerals like every weekend.
Yeah, okay. Well, there you go.
Maybe you should start.
What have we got? Ooh, Mac, okay, from Carlos Diaz.
Oh, I
Mac,
guess
do
you
you
met
still
Carlos.
have the teddy bear and the bracelet I gave you in Sao Paulo concert last week? I do. The teddy bear's in my guitar case, and I gave Kira the bracelet. If it's the same, it's the Mac and Kiki bracelet, I'm assuming, that I caught. And yes, I wore it for the rest of the tour. Thank you very much.
Is that the
It's very
teddy bear
sweet.
you have?
No, I bought that teddy
That's
bear.
your teddy bear.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Thank you for the gifts, Carlos. Thank you very much. It's very
Rodrigo Valente says, do you know Tame Impala?
sweet. I met Kevin and I met Dom. I think his name is Dom. Yeah. So not the whole of them, but a couple of them. Sweet
This is
guys.
a good
Very
question.
sweet. Whoa. Sick. Will Tomer asks, oh, here we go. Would you make a cover of the Space Jam theme song by Quad City DJs? Yes. Yeah, sure. The
Sure.
Space Jam. No, how does it? What is it? A froggy voice on that, yeah?
I've never heard of Space Jam.
Okay.
Can I ask this next question?
I was gonna suggest that.
I don't know. Oh, this is from, I don't know, La Cassette again. Is it true that you had a boner when you crowd surfed in Argentina, and that's why you had to take off your dungarees? That's what people are saying.
It's not even a question. It's just like gossipy, like.
Is it true?
No, I did not have a boner. You know how hard it is to get a boner when you're standing in front of all these people? People
It's
think,
true if you say it.
it's terrifying. No,
Why are people saying that?
it's really hard crowd surfing in those dungarees too, because especially in Argentina, you guys, maybe La Cassette, you must be from Argentina. People were grabbing. Look at this. Look what happened to me at Burger. You see that? Scratch, nail scratch.
Oh.
You guys, it's like I'm not even surfing. It's like you just land and get sucked in. But yeah, especially down there, I don't know if it was girls or guys, but it was a lot of this, like just grab the titties, grab. No boner. Come on. You take the dungarees off because you're sweaty.
Well, that's what people are saying.
Yeah. Well, you know how these things start.
Oh, here's the next one. Here we go. Underground Sofa also says again, Kiki did a great job in the short film Terrified Woman. Short film. Okay.
You're really good in
Oscar
that
worthy.
movie.
So I don't know if that's
Thank
so much
you.
of a question, but
I was also in that movie. I just want to put that
well,
out there.
Andy was in it for about a second. Let's just clarify that right now.
Supporting. Great.
Yeah, best supporting,
Thank
best
you.
actress, best supporting.
Thank you very
actor.
much. Thank you.
And let's have a round of applause for them.
Thank you. Talk to my agent.
Thank you.
Talk about auditions.
I'm her agent.
I'm looking for some more work. Cool.
Let's go with
She's
Pedro
not-
Muriel.
She's
Are you going to release a Salad Days demo album? And the answer is yes. And I believe if you buy the box of the new album, there's a vinyl with all the demos on it. So it should be available pretty quick. I don't actually know when those things will be in people's hands, but soon, very soon. And Mafalda Dale Hot says, Mac, how can I meet you after your concerts?
That's a good question.
I think it's
Someone's at
pretty.
a show, they want to meet you. How do they meet you?
Maybe you should give them your phone number.
No, I think usually I'm just hanging out. I'm not, I come out and I like to meet the people, so I'm not one of those like weirdos that like we don't have a tour bus or something. I'm just gonna be hanging out. It's just say hello. That's it. There you go. Bless.
Has Chamber of Reflections got a demo? That would be interesting to hear. It says B. Nixon.
That song actually does not have a demo. I'm sorry, B. Nixon. Bless you. Okay, let's see. Sarah Garcia says, how do you feel about your dad? I'm kind of going through the same thing. Any advice? I don't know. I didn't really ever go through anything with my dad. He was just kind of never there. But I don't know. I just figured love your mom. That's all the advice I can give you, I guess.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's good words.
What do you think of your recent pitchfork spread? Asks Tori.
Tori Haynes. I saw the photos, but I didn't read it yet. But I did enjoy the time I spent with the guy who wrote it, Evan Minsker. It was kind of therapeutic. He's a very nice man. And I like the photo of the spit bubble. That's one of the photos that I saw. So that's nice.
Wait, there was just a question about Israel and American lobbying, and then it was shuffled down to, do you eat poop? Kurt Santana wants to know, Mac, my duder, what are your opinions on Israel? Do you think American lobbying has pushed Jews to an extreme position?
Oh man. Oh no! Don't do this to me. I can't do this one. Oh,
No comment.
Yeah, no comment on this one.
Okay, You the Canoe asks, Mac, do you eat poop?
Please need to know ASAP.
As soon as possible.
Yes. Oh, eat poop. I thought you just said poop, but it says eat poop.
I swallow my eats.
I've never eaten poop before. Yeah, not purposefully, anyway. Maybe like, I don't know. No. But I do poop, so.
Helder, our friend, asks again,
Oh, shit.
did the Illuminati kill Kurt Cobain?
No, what's the guy's name in the Kurt and Courtney documentary? His name is,
Dylan Carlson?
no, like
guy
the guy that gets run over
Oh,
by the
yeah,
train.
I've never seen that
El
documentary.
Diablo or something.
Yeah, El Guapo or something.
Yeah.
That guy killed Kurt. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea.
You're totally a big influence to me, and is there any advice you can give to someone trying to make a band and release their music? It's from Andrew Williamson.
Yeah, sure. If you like making music, keep doing it because I think that's the one thing to keep in mind. If you like doing it, that's why you should do it. And then I don't know. That's it pretty much. If you like to do it, don't worry about being on the internet and having sending your shit to blogs or something. Fuck that shit. Who gives a shit, right? Just have fun. Bless.
Do you believe in life after life?
Whoa. From Oisin Hayes.
Oisin.
Living life after love.
I thought it was love after love.
Yeah, I think it was too. Sure. Next question. Would you rather do the dishes or fold the laundry? Fuck, I would rather fold the laundry. From Mark.
I can tell that from experience.
I'd rather do neither.
How did you become a musician, Mac?
I went to guitar lessons at the Conservatory of Music in Edmonton, Alberta. My grandma paid for them.
You say you and Kiki aren't engaged, but why do you have a YouTube playlist called Wedding?
Oh, those were. Oh, yeah. No, those were songs that we were trying to learn for someone else's wedding. I won't say whose because I don't know. It might be. I don't want to expose that. I mean.
But you're playing a wedding.
We're playing a wedding.
You had to learn songs.
Who's getting married? When is it? And where is it? First and last names, please.
Jesus H. Christ and God bless you. The next question. Ema Bozeman.
She just already asked that one. It was the same girl. I'm assuming you're going straight.
Did you go to music school, college, or just did gigs? No, I never went to college or anything like that, even for normal college. Well, I guess music is normal college. I don't know. I just started playing shows. And now I'm still not in college. Bless. What pedals do you use to record? From Adam Perkins. I don't really use any pedals, but as I said before, Elasis, Microverb, 4. Number 37, crank the mix all the way up and you're set to go.
Mila Oliveira asks, what are your best and worst fan moments?
I
get some cheese.
What is this anyway?
Sparkling water. And
Okay. I don't know, best fan moment. There's anytime anybody's like, oh, I really love your music, that's pretty nice. Yeah, I don't know. Worst fan moment. I don't know. Kids sometimes really like, let me have your hat, let me have your. There was a kid, where was it, in Sao Paulo? He was a sweet kid, but man, he asked if he could have my hat like 500 times in half an hour. So, I don't know. It's never too bad. There you go.
I hope you're watching Sao Paulo Hat Kid, because that just became the worst fan moment. Even though he didn't say it explicitly, it was in answer to that question.
Yeah. Andrew Williamson asks,
how did you learn to play bass and drums?
Bass is the same thing as guitar, but there's just 2 less strings. And drums is like, my little brother had a drum kit. I was in guitar lessons, he was in drum lessons, so I just kind of played them.
Mm-hmm.
And then actually Peter, who plays guitar in my band, I played in a band with him. And I kind of taught myself how to play drums, and he came into the picture and was like, you fucking idiot, you're doing it all wrong. Because Peter's actually a great drummer, little did anybody know.
I know it.
He's amazing. So he kind of told me what not to do. And I'm still not very good, but there you go. Oh, wait, where'd the chicken question go? Here we go.
Can I ask it?
Yeah,
Read it with that punctuation.
you ask it, you answer it.
Mafalda Dihalahut says, I mean chicken. Do you eat chicken?
Mac eats chicken.
Do I like chicken?
Do you like chicken? Sorry, I tried to say it really fast.
Mac likes chicken. We all like chicken.
Yes.
My mom heard the shit at the start of Brother and beat me up and took my equipment. Thanks, fucker.
I'm sorry, B. Nixon. She took your equipment?
I don't get it.
Wait, what does that mean?
Because at the beginning I go, shit.
Oh.
I heard the shit, literally shit.
Yeah, the word shit. I'm sorry, B. Nixon.
Would you like to make an album with Ty Segall?
Helder Lemos again. Yeah, I mean, that'd be cool. I like Ty. I don't know, maybe someday.
Would you ever call your music Maple Rock?
Maple Rock, Doug Otto. What is that, some kind of Canadian joke? Jesus.
Favorite Steely Dan jam? From
Favorites
Billy Jones.
from Billy Jones would have to be Brooklyn Owes the Charmer. That's a great track off Can't Buy a Thrill.
This is a great question. Have you ever felt frustrated about society telling you what to do, or you were always like the "fuck you, I do whatever I want" type by Pedro? Muriel.
I think everybody gets frustrated with that, but sometimes you gotta tell them to fuck off. But I don't know. I'm not a badass really. I'm kind of a pussy. God bless you, Pedro.
Mac doesn't really confront.
Don't
conflicts.
let him bring you down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just kind of like I'm like somebody else can deal with this.
But it doesn't mean he's like wired in. This is what I've known you. You're not like wired into society. You don't like let people tell you what to do. But you're also not the type to be like, no, fuck you, cop.
Totally. Totally.
Even learning a little bit about myself up here.
Do you have any questions about you for me? Could be your mirror, bro.
I'll be a mirror. Let's see, who's my biggest influence? From Clark Miller. Obama? Andy and Kira and Obama.
Oh, biggest influence.
Oh, yeah.
Obama.
Obama. What do we got here? Hey, Mang. From Canister.
This question also relates to me.
Something. Hey, Mang. What are your thoughts on Salad Days getting leaked so far? Oh, ahead of the actual release. Did it upset you, or are you all about spreading the jizz jazz no matter what date?
Remember who leaked it, right?
Yeah, Andy claims to have leaked it. I know well, maybe he could have. I don't know. You guys be thanking Andy for that sweet leak.
You're welcome. I leaked it.
But no, it doesn't bother me. It's fine. It makes sense why my record label might be angry, or like a lot of people that I work with, because it's like they're trying to make it not leak, but I mean it leaked. So yeah, it's gonna come out anyway. Who gives a fuck, right? Oopsie.
Who's your favorite Beatle? Would you touch his pee-pee?
Oh. You the canoe.
Another hit from You the Canoe.
I think my
You the
favorite
Canoe.
Beatles, John, and I would touch that Pepe or Pepe.
Frank Smack.
Whoa, sick. Here we go. Did drugs? Okay, what is this? Emma Bozeman. Did drugs influence you in any way? Does that not interest you? I'm not a huge drug. I'm not to say I've never done drugs before, but I'm not like one of the. I'm not extremely experimental. Some things, but
Will you name all the drugs you've ever tried before?
no, I'll get in trouble. I'm on the internet.
Can I ask this from David Glass?
Yeah, what the fuck does that mean?
I don't know. If you were an orange, what fruit would you be?
I guess I'd be an orange.
Cool. Aren't you glad you asked that?
What the fuck is this? Carlos Diaz asks, when was the first time you did the fricky fracky? Does that mean like having sex? I don't know. Probably when I was like 16 or 17. I don't. If that's what that means.
Maybe it's like playing guitar.
Well, this is a good question for Andy here. From Brian Robies. Robles. Do you think ghosts can fart?
Oh, definitely.
Or that's who Andy blames it on.
Oh, yeah. Must have been the ghost.
Sorry, I'm distracted. I was texting.
Oh, shit. Clay Wood says, how did you feel about Lou Reed's death? Did he influence you? It was sad. I love Lou's music. But, he was old, so I think he put out a bunch of good music, did a bunch of yoga and shit. So God bless the guy. Rest in peace, Lou. Okay, Howard Palmer says, please don't dump Kiki for Angel Olsen. Don't worry, I won't.
Cool.
Carlos Diaz. Oh, this one's cool
Wait, do you
too.
think it's Angel Olsen's boyfriend?
Oh, maybe.
Why would it be?
I don't know, because he's like, don't.
Maybe I'll
Because
dump
my
Mac for Angel
girlfriend.
Olsen.
Ooh. This one's nice. Carlos Diaz asks, what if Kiki had a pee-pee?
What if I did? Would you still love me?
Yeah, sure. Try anything once, right? Oh, here we go. Adriano Nemini asks, who's John?
Kelly.
Usually when I say John in my songs, I'm referring to one of my old buddies, John Lent, who lives in Edmonton, Alberta, and is a huge pimp daddy. This one's for you, Joy. Love you, baby. And, yeah, so you guys are never going to meet him, so there you go.
I really like this question. Eduardo Loriero says, for me, your music is a kind of mixture of Velvet Underground, Neil Young, and Captain Jazz. Does this make sense for you? Do you agree with it or not?
I'm flattered by it. So there you go. I don't know. Thank you.
What's your backup plan if your main guitar gets busted?
It's broken from Tony Gonzalez. It's broken many, 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 many times, and if it breaks really bad, then hopefully it's near the end of the show. But usually I've been able to fix it, so I think I'm just gonna keep fixing it. Whoa, sick. Maciek Siarkowski asks, Mac, will you ever record an album of Metallica covers? Answer is probably not, but you never know what the future holds, do you?
That'd be cool.
Whoa, what is this? Carlos Diaz again. What do you call
Carlos.
Kiki when you're all alone? Pee-pee? No, what do I call you? Stinky, I think.
Stinky, Karen.
I do like-
That's true.
I heard you guys in your room be like, oh, I know. And you're like, come here, Stinky.
Yeah.
I can attest to Stinky.
Yeah.
Sure.
Quincy Jones used to call Michael
Kira.
Jackson Stinky. So
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
no, Poopy. Maybe call him Poopy. I don't remember. Anyway, G. Michael Thomas says, what would it take for a writer? Oh, never mind. Pedro Muriel says the first version of Still Together is great. Why isn't it on the demo album? Oh yeah, I don't know. I never really thought about that. It's a very old song. I think.
It's on its own album.
Yeah, I guess if you want to see it, go to my old Bandcamp page. It's on my Bossa Yeah Yeah album. So, I don't know. Pimp. Sophie M says, if you could collaborate with any musician, dead or alive, who would it be? Probably like Mozart. That'd be chill. Wouldn't really have to do anything. Just put my name on the album. Yeah, what's my favorite cartoon? Let's all do this one. It could be fun.
The Simpsons.
Oh, sick.
I don't know.
Let's do favorite cartoon growing up. Maybe that's
I
easier.
just went through a bad cartoon breakup. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, shit. When I was a young guy, I loved Mighty Max and I loved Samurai Pizza Cats. So, and Rocco's Modern Life. I like that too. So there you go.
Cool.
That's old school for all y'all 16-year-olds out there.
What
Yeah.
about Fritz the Cat?
Yeah, Fritz the Cat's great too. That's a little more mature. Not really mature, but maybe a couple cartoon boobies in that one. But, you know.
How many metric tons of cigarette ash do you think there is in the wallet? Oh, wow, we can all test this. What is the average number of cigarette butts you see in a day? What's up to Carla?
Hey, what's up, Carla?
Cool.
I don't know. Probably so much.
Yeah, there's a whole lot. Adam has rheumatism now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's what?
It's like when it's a really bad lung infection. Yeah. Sorry, mom and dad.
Yeah. There's probably at least a metric ton. Well, maybe not in the pit though. Next question.
It's kind of dark.
All right.
Landlord on the line.
Select. Are you? From Mafalda Delicihot. Are you dog or cats?
Cat.
Cat.
But he acts like a dog, but he's actually a cat man. Bossman says, ever chilled with war paint?
Nope. Oisin Hayes again says, have you read Morrissey's autobiography? No, I haven't. Oh, I like this next question here from Nikki Volpicelli. Looks like she didn't quite finish the question. It just says you. So there you go.
Yes.
Yes. What is this? Okay, so Alan Roca asks, do you like receiving gift shows? If so, what would you like to receive? Cigarettes, handmade goodies. Seeing you in Detroit next week, and I'd like to give you a cool, I think it maybe says gift at the end, but I can't see it. I like to get hats, because they always get stolen. But you don't have to bring me any gifts. It's okay. But if you really feel like it, I like hats. But it's up to you.
There's a question slightly down I would like to ask for Mac. It's from Diego May, and he says, people will probably kill me for this, but are you aware of the following of your music on 4chan's music board? Also, sorry for my English.
I wasn't aware. I'm not super savvy with crazy internet, especially the crazy forum stuff, but
Why would he get killed over it?
I don't know.
These
Yeah.
people would kill me for this.
I wonder what's going to happen.
I'm sorry, Diego.
Can I ask the next question?
Yep.
From Carlos.
Carlos again!
Have you pooped today?
Twice.
I gotta go right now. I don't know if you guys have heard of the old prairie dog thing.
Rodrigo Valente asks, how does it feel to have a drumstick in your ass?
Probably like
On your ass.
Probably-
Topical.
In your ass, it feels a bit strange. On your ass is probably, I'm assuming someone's kind of like playing your butt like a bongo. Probably doesn't feel too good.
cool.
Yep.
How do I ask a question? Can I get on this?
Oh yeah, maybe you could. How does Andy log in to get his questions on there?
Well, this is good for anyone who's, I guess if you're watching, you already know though. So.
Yeah, let's scroll a bit. I want to find something nice here.
Well, I got next question.
Okay, let's see. Andy States asks, you're on the road and hungry. There's an exit with a Denny's, a Waffle House, and a Cracker Barrel. Which one do you go to? Oh, this is actually interesting. I've never been to Cracker Barrel before.
It's awesome.
It's good.
Yeah, it's sick.
Waffle House I've been to, and it was very disappointing. And I love Denny's, so I think I'm going to go to Denny's, probably. But what kind of food is Cracker Barrel?
It's like southern home cooking, sort of. I mean, obviously it's not home
Okay.
cooking as a chain, but it's sick. And they all have a general store, and each table has a peg game, and it's great. It's great food. It's not very expensive either. I mean, it's not like Waffle House cheap, but it's cheaper than like IHOP even. You know,
Sick.
somewhere in the middle. And the decor is unbelievable.
Cool. We should go.
Yeah, sure. Next time we're out there. Jordan Matheson says, come back to Saskatoon. I'll be your friend. We're coming back soon, I think. Is he there? Right?
Yeah, you're going there.
No, I'm pretty sure, yeah. We're
In
gonna
July.
be in July.
Or, yeah. Or June. June. End of June.
Carlos TS asks, have you seen all the crazy stuff about you on Tumblr? I've seen a bit of it, I think, yeah.
Can you tell me what that is?
I saw a lot of like Valentines. People were making Valentines with my face.
Like two other people?
People are taking my personal Facebook photos and posting their face on my face.
Whoa!
It's interesting
It's
stuff.
cool.
Gotta love it.
Crafty.
That's cool.
Oh, sick! Andre Paniche, me, Bruno, and Dada miss you guys. These are the guys from Brazil that brought us down there.
Oh.
Love you, boys. How you doing?
Friends around the world, man.
Yeah. God bless. Very thankful that you brought us down there. Have a little bit of fucking cachaça for me. Love it. Say hi, Kira. Say hi, my
Hi.
voice. Wave, goddammit.
Nice to meet you.
Andy.
Hope to meet you guys one day. That'd be nice.
Let's
Come
see.
visit us.
I don't know. What is that? Scroll down a pinch. Emma Bozeman says, "Ever thought of growing your hair long?" Hello. I guess it's not so long. I start looking like a
trying.
real dumpster swimmer after about this length. I already probably do.
Year of 10 Jessies. It's happening.
But I'm trying. I try. I do try. My hair is pretty sketchy though, so I don't know if it'll get there. But maybe it'll take a long time. Let's see this. Eduardo Luriero says, even if you are an open, accessible, and friendly person, in other words, an antithesis of a rock star, some of your fans still treating you in this way, crying, asking you to autograph, and taking a lot of photos. How do you feel about that? I think it's like very, very strange that kids react that way. But if they want to take a photo, that's fine. I'll like sit around for like 2 hours waiting for all the kids to take their selfies or whatever. It's fine with me. It's very, very strange that it's happening, so I guess I'll just do it. It's okay. Fine with me. Oh man, I gotta piss so bad.
How do you make your guitar sound like it's running out of batteries? Do you use a lot of chorus? My name is pronounced Oisin Hayes, by the way.
Oisin Hayes.
Thank
Cool.
you.
Oh, sorry. Well, yeah, I guess what I was saying before, MIDI verb 4, number 37, cranked all the way up, very deep chorus, but slow. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Do you have any guitars that use batteries?
Not a one.
No, me neither. Damn. One more question? Okay, guys, looks like we're going to wrap it up. Let's scroll a little bit. Oh.
Do you feel like Travis Bezler is ripping on your style? Answer it.
No, I love Travis, my old buddy. I love him. Okay, let's see.
Did you get your shoes back from the show in Montreal? Thanks for signing my pick.
Yeah, you got your shoes back.
I did get my shoes back. Keep scrolling. Let's see what we got. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Someone just apologized for bugging you once. That's nice.
Let's go to D. Have
Never
I?
autographed the baby.
Let's end with this one. Clark Miller asks, "Have you ever autographed a baby?" No.
Andy,
Whoa. And
Scroll down,
maybe
let
this
me
is
see
a
this
better one to finish. Oh. The dude sitting next to you has the dopest glasses and the sickest stash ever.
Thanks, Emma.
That's
Cool.
Emma Boseman. Thank you guys very much for joining us today. If you have any more questions, you can email them to andcwhite@gmail.com.